Matches, these are sleep deprived matches, so they should have 1,000,001 mistakes. There we go. All right, hit play. All right, so Anna match Route 66 about 3 days ago, I believe, to a total of 4 viewers. We'll keep the volume off. We'll run the speed at a little bit faster than normal. So, I mean, this is an absolute standard rollout for Anna. Just hanging back, perfectly safe. Can't really be touched by anything except like a Genji flanker. And they come, you sleep them and kill them. We want to keep track of how often we're using our sleep dart. If I think we should be using it much more often than we have been. That Pharah alive, probably a big deal given how close we were to spawn. Like, I didn't need to keep the Mercy alive to res, but I think those are misses there. Had I hit those shots, I would if I would been awake. The Pharaoh would have just lived. We have alt. Still haven't pushed the corner. Alright. We let him get close, ult him, spam him with heals. I mean, this is standard Ana play. Just nothing too interesting about it. Let's go back to normal. Doing a lot of artifact. Oh, weird. We're forced to fall all the way back, but I mean, so far I think I've died once, and that's all just due to the fact that they can't really get to me, which is why Ana is a good healer. They don't have a flanker. They should. That's like the 4th missed sleep dart in a row. So plenty to complain about there. The large part of the value you have is being able to give these guys free kills. I get out of position here. Our Reinhardt immediately dies because of it. Soldier dies. Yeah, he's dead. Then the whole team goes down. So had I not rotated into that flank there, see if we can see that again. No, a little bit further back. So from right here, even this position is pretty aggressive, but I wanted to establish that we had this corner. I felt it was important to do so. Can't really rely on your team to do that, so we've got to put a max health Reinhardt here, which means that I have to be in position for it. But I could have been further back around that corner, but our Mercy's back there. Like, now right there, I know why I moved. And we can all see it, right? Like, went too far back, sorry. I know why I moved. This May wall goes up, and I want to keep healing the Reinhardt, so I cross over. But there was a little gap there. I could have stayed. It would have been smarter to stay because I come around to this side. I still don't have line of sight to that Reinhardt, and he immediately dies. I don't know why he didn't have his shield up. Probably an idiot, but you have to save the idiots. And we get wiped as a result. Yeah, fairly straightforward. Okay. So we get. I know that we need that corner to be able to progress. We need to establish that our team owns that corner and their team can't come near it. At least my Zarya is up here. I move up to retake. The Zarya immediately runs away. I don't know why. It's really poor play on her part. Not giving enough importance to that corner. The Mercy comes into res. I should be backing off here to heal. Going for that meaningless damage is dumb. Finally get a sleep dart on the guy who is ulting, which is probably the one I'd like to hit. And then we take care of This team, such as it is. We have the corner. I have this high ground position, which is very vulnerable to them coming from spawn on my left. But likely, I think I will hear them coming. Our Zenyatta just gets trucked. Flick to heal that Pharah, but not in time. Prioritize the Reinhardt heal, but I should have kept that Pharah alive. There's really no need for her to die there. She just need a little bit of healing, so my mistake for sure. And to ensure we get this, I put it on. I ult the soldier here. I didn't care whether he had ult or not. I just wanted to scare him. And of course, I'm completely wrong about being able to hear someone coming. I just shit the bed and die horribly when I shouldn't. So I bet you will hear her. Oh, I gotta go back a little further. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, I don't think we did here. It was probably blocked by the pillar. Right, drop the volume down again. Still, a death that could have been avoided simply by not having that position. Poor position to be in. Hey, Isaac. We have the main choke free, so that's fine. We should be able to easily push up to this corner, which is where all teams like to hold. Just keeping our DPS alive. There's not much for me to do here because their team hasn't come back yet. I like to go for damage there, as the guy had Harmony on him. No way to heal that Pharah. They're nice shots, but they're tired shots. I can see the fact that I'm reacting slowly to their need for health. I am level 700. Yeah. Like that right there is a good example of just the exhaustion, right? The lack of sleep. So here, we'll try to show it a little bit better. Normal, we'll put it at 0.5 speed. So a nice flick shot on him. Now I want to heal that soldier, but I lose him. And it confuses the shit out of me. And I'm forced to make this, huge correction flick shot just because I'm tired and I'm not paying attention. And we can see just the effects of my lack of sleep starting to come into play here. It's no excuse. I guess I'm reiterating what we all know. I went on a massive losing streak because I didn't sleep for 3 days. A pretty easy push. Team's really just kind of carrying at this point. I haven't done a lot of healing that because no one was even relatively low health. Now we have people low. That guy gets grenaded, sacrificed the soldier. Yeah, I tried to get both, but they split. Had they stayed together, we could have kept them both alive. Not really much I can do about that. Once again, Pharah goes for her ult and dies. That looking back was me checking to see whether or not we were getting flanked. And I'm pretty happy with that. Like, it's important to identify things that you're doing well even when you're tired. So right there, when I look back, obviously the front is taken care of. I've got tanks and damage and all sorts of other good stuff happening in front of me. And in addition to that, I ulted the Reinhardt. So then what I do immediately after that is just check the left side flank, check the right side flank. I want to be sure that that Reaper isn't coming up, or Genji or Tracer, or Reinhardt, whatever, right? And it's important too. It wins games by far because if you can put that guy to sleep, he doesn't destroy your whole team, and you can yell at them that they're being flanked. Um, Same thing there. Like, ooh, missed that shot. Miss a lot of shots there, and the wall screws up my grenade aim. That sleep was important for keeping me alive. And basically, what I did there is like I knew I was dead. I decided to try to kill the May before I died, hoping she didn't have ice block. She had ice block, so I couldn't do shit. Still think it was kind of the right choice. I wasn't getting out of there no matter what. Well, that's round one. Two. Off into the microphone a little bit. This is our defensive half. I'm still playing Anna. I have no idea what the team comp is. Don't know if it's good. I probably am just spamming Anna at this point, which is another great way to lose. I know that many times I was playing Anna with no one that could be like reasonably boosted. Playing it with like a tracer d.va type of thing where there's just no one that's particularly good to boost, but I was still playing Anna. So a lot of these games from the past few days are going to be pretty painful to watch. A lot of just really obvious mistakes. Uh, it took about 2 hours, Michael, to answer my own question. I don't know if you guys can hear the volume, but I was asking myself how long it would take to get used to the microphone. So this position unassailable for an Anna. Like, oh, God, if I'd hit that sleep, this guy was screwed. Screwed either way. But dealing with him costs several team members their lives. I get hooked and killed. So for this is actually a pretty good example of again the lack of sleep. So from right here, my job is a healer and to keep the heal alive. My secondary job is to deal with things like Pharah at long range. I'm one of the best counters to Pharah. I'm good against like Hanzos and Widowmakers, Zenyatta's. All that sort of long range BS can be dealt with an Ana. But that is one of the core concepts of the class itself is knowing when you need to be dealing with that and when you need to be healing, when you need to be setting up ults, whatever. So in this case, my front line plus Sir Junkrat are busy fighting up here. I see this Pharah. I just lose my own Pharah. Miss the sleep. This Pharah still doesn't know I'm here, still doesn't know I'm here, still doesn't know I'm here. In the time it took me to do that, we lost our Mercy and we killed their Pharah. Like, that was the fight I was a part of. Our Junkrat has disappeared or died somewhere. So had I been like paying better attention, I would have recognized that my DPS is down, both my tanks are at low health, and I'm the new frontline. They are retreating past me. But because I was focused on this Pharah, I get hooked and die. Like, it's easy to say like, oh, I just got hooked and killed, there was nothing I could do. But that's absolutely untrue. What happened is I got distracted trying to kill a Pharah, and I didn't change my position when I should have. There was no risk. That Pharah did not see me. I could have easily changed positions. So, I mean, these are just silly mistakes that you make when you're not thinking. Um, like our Reinhardt going into contest instead of waiting 4 more seconds for everybody to be there. Oh, he got rezzed. Whatever. I have ult here. Do I use it? I do. This is just like a stay alive ult. I wanted to be able to heal the McCree, so I ulted the Zarya so she could have some durability. Died anyway because there's a ulting Roadhog. Possibly would have been better to save it. That's kind of one of those theory craft, no way to know things. Go ahead and miss that shot on the Mercy, give up on it. Again, I know this fair is my responsibility. Sleep darts are hard apparently, because I can't even get close to hitting one. Soldier destroys our Junkrat. I finally kill the Pharah, or someone does. Derp. My positioning's okay here. Realistically, I should be falling back to the checkpoint door, like all the way back, but not really getting threatened for some reason. So I'm even willing to drop down and just use him to reposition. Once again, I think I make a smarter decision there, and I'm pretty happy with that. Like, I could have just kept trying to kill that Pharah. Instead, I'm like, no, I'm gonna come through here and try to keep our tanks up. They got Black Hold. I reacted to it. Pretty good play. Trying to one-on-one a Roadhog, however, is slightly retarded. That should have been. So he's nano boosted. We instantly lose our DPS, our tank. Yes, I remember this. The charging Lucio, and I was just like, what do I do? I don't understand. How do I stop this? Again, like, this is just poor decision making. We can go all the way back and evaluate that, but like at this point, we'll say a few seconds earlier, right? You know, not here, a little bit further. So there's the ulted Roadhog, DPS, Zarya, and right there, our Reinhardt is dead. Like, what else are they gonna do? They don't know that our Mercy's there. Of course they're gonna attack me. Like, they have no other option. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't even be in line of sight. I should have gone inside, right? Instead I just die uselessly. It's a pointless death. Should have made a much smarter decision there. Carry on. I don't like the quality of these very much. I might have to do these differently. Whatever. The payload hit checkpoint. About staggered myself there by walking too far forward, but I think someone in voice chat said we should fall back. I woke up and realized that was probably a good idea. Get overwhelmed there. And part of it is because I tried to fight a Tracer. Had I been a more reserved Ana player and fallen off the other side of the truck and gone to a safer position on the other side, I'd still be alive. I'd still be healing. I could have taken part in this fight for the payload. But instead, I just decide to fight a Tracer as though that will somehow, resolve my problems. Um, just pretty clear mistakes in my opinion. I mean, it's positioning, it's game sense, all that stuff fades first. I mean, your aim is obvious. The fact that you're missing shots is, incredibly straightforward. The problem is more not the shots that you miss, but the decisions you make that can cost the entire fight. And at higher tiers, simple things like you know having both your healers trying to fight a tracer while they push to win is, I mean, it's a ridiculous decision. It should never happen. Um, we could have easily, I at least, could have easily fallen off the other side of that truck instead of falling towards the health pack, and I would have been fine with it. I could have stood right next to our tank and possibly helped win the game.